What's up, guys? It's Bryan Ingham with Ingham Realty. Welcome to another episode of Enjoy Living in North Idaho, where I talk about eating, sleeping, drinking, buying real estate, everything North Idaho. And today I'm going to be looking at the mountain town of Wallace, Idaho. Is this the picture perfect mountain town that Hollywood chose above all else? Let's jump right into it and find out. If you're here to learn about and see Wallace, Idaho, you've come to the right place. We're going to look at its location, history. We're going to look at the downtown shopping and restaurants. Going to show you how Wallace has more affordable housing here than most other places in North Idaho. And then we'll look at different activities and some other things as well. So first, let's look at the location of Wallace. It is right off the 90 freeway in the Silver Valley, which is located about 45 to 50 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and it's up in the mountains, very mountainous in the Silver Valley. This town actually runs alongside the South Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River. A little bit about the history of Wallace. It's actually a mining town and is known as the silver capital of the world. The population right now is only around 800 people. It's a small town. And it was actually founded in 1884 by William Wallace. And no, that's not the William Wallace from Braveheart, even though we do like our freedom as well. This town actually burned down a couple of times. Once in 1890 and another time in 1910, but they rebuilt it each time and it's still here today. The miners worked hard and they played hard. Drinking, gambling, and prostitution was going on here in Wallace, and they actually had 5 brothels. But the good news, those brothels are all gone, and all we have left to remember is actually a hotel that restored one of them and gives a little bit of history about the brothels, but there's no more, believe me. There used to be over 2,000 people in this town, but when the Bunker Hill smelter closed in 1981, which employed a lot of the town, the population really decreased. Actually, the Lucky Friday mine is the only current mine in operation today. When they first started building the 90 freeway, it actually threatened the town to shut it down because the 90 freeway was going to go right through it. The National Register of Historic Places saved it. They fought against it and got them to make this huge overpass that just soars above the city. And so the town was saved. All right, let's talk a little bit about the downtown. The downtown has this very rustic, old-fashioned feel with all these nice, beautiful, big, large brick buildings. These buildings are filled with tons of shops, restaurants, bars. There's all these cool shops and a lot of shops with gems, precious stones, rocks that they mine from the area. Idaho is called the Gem State after all. One of the restaurants I like is called the 1313 Club. It has some really delicious food and a pretty cool ambiance. This town also has a lot of festivals throughout the year, especially in the summertime. One of them being the Huckleberry Festival, which is the berry that is very native to this area in Idaho, which are very delicious. And actually at one of the restaurants, they have these huckleberry ribs, which I've had, which is really delicious. And so the Huckleberry Festival is pretty cool. In 2004, Mayor Ron Garantone proclaimed Wallace to be the center of the universe. And he actually marked it on a manhole cover right in the middle of the street, in the middle of town. That's the center of the universe. Pretty crazy. I guess he was a humble guy because most people think that they're the center of the universe, not just a town. Now, as I said earlier, is Wallace the most picturesque mountain town for Hollywood? In 1997, they filmed the movie Dante's Peak here, with Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton. They needed a nice small volcano town in Washington is where the movie took place. They looked all over Washington, they looked all over Oregon, and until they came to Wallace, Idaho, they realized that this was the ideal setting for the movie. So what they did is just superimposed a big volcano right in the back of Wallace. It's pretty cool. And they actually paid the town a lot of money to put tons and tons of ash all throughout the town, and then they had to clean it all up. If you guys are thinking about moving to a nice quiet mountain town like Wallace or anywhere in North Idaho, please give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I would love to answer any questions you have, show you around the area. I've been helping people buy and sell real estate for over 20 years now, and I would just love to be your guide. So what kind of activities does a small mountain town have? Well, glad you asked. Because of the mountains, you got lots of trails, lots of hiking. You actually have part of the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes going through there. And then also you got hunting and fishing in the river. You can go on mine tours. And also, if you like to ski, right down the road there, about 10 to 15 minutes, you have the Silver Valley Ski Resort and Water Park. And this big, beautiful water park and resort, it's a pretty cool place to have nearby. And now for the best part of Wallace, Idaho, the housing. Wallace is a great place to visit, but it's also a great place to live because it has affordable housing. The median price here in Wallace is only $280,000, and you can actually get homes right now as low as $55,000 all the way up to $555,000. A little bit of range there, but most of the homes are pretty low cost. And the thing is, these homes are beautiful. They're the old Victorian style craftsman type homes. Now, a lot of these homes are old, but a lot of them have been preserved, and it's just a very picturesque, beautiful old small town. Just a couple more things to add. You don't have much of health care in Wallace, but right down the street in Kellogg, where that resort is, you have health care there. And then as far as the weather, it's similar to Coeur d'Alene, but since you're in the mountains, it's going to be a little bit cooler in the summer, and you're going to get a little bit more snow in the winter. But other than that, it's not bad. So whether you want to move to Wallace, Idaho or not, it's at least worth a visit. It's a cool place to check out. If you guys like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. That way you'll be notified of all my new videos. I'm showcasing the whole area of North Idaho. I've already done a lot of videos and covered a lot of the areas, so please check those out, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.